I was just sitting here thinking how good I feel after working out. I've been working out for about a week now, and I started on a routine that is actually difficult for me when I'm healthy. And I did that because I wanted to not punish myself for becoming lazy and letting myself go, but I did it because I wanted to get my body there fast. So, and it worked because I didn't skip any days. I did like aerobics every single day, but I would go easy on the days where my muscles were too sore because I really got sore to the place where I felt like I had surgery and couldn't get out of bed. So on those days I rested and just did cardio, but I was just thinking about how healthy I feel and how much better I feel just from working out. Like the oxygen literally is like a drug, not just the oxygen, but the serotonin and epinephrine. What do they call it? Um, Gosh, I can't think of it. The endorphins, that's the word, are high, and it feels just like you're on a drug. Only the high doesn't go away if you exercise every day. It sort of goes away in the morning, but if you exercise in the morning, it comes back. And it just makes me feel better. I can walk without getting out of breath, and I don't have to feel insecure in front of people. And that's the reasons that I'm doing it. But I was wondering about depression and the reasons people get depressed. And for me, for a long time, because a long time ago I was very healthy. I was thin, I was a 00 and super skinny, and I ended up having a son and gained the weight back. And because of that, I was super depressed. Not having him, I love my son. I mean, he was a miracle, and it was worth it completely. But I hated my body, and I was mad at myself for letting myself go. And instead of doing anything about it, I just sunk deeper into my depression, thinking I'll never be able to get that body back. I'll never be able to feel that way again or be independent again. And I remembered what God tells us. He says, I can do abundantly above all things that you can imagine. And I know I didn't say it right, but it's something like that. It's, I, anyway, it's talking about if you trust Him, He will bless you abundantly. It's basically that. Basically, he can do things you can't even imagine in your life. And so I was thinking about that, and we put limits on ourselves and we box ourselves in, and that is why we need the drugs to begin with. This is an addiction channel. I'm going to get into it again. The reason we end up getting on drugs, the reason we end up searching for the high is because we haven't found it yet. Or we have, but it's too hard to get to. And our bodies are fighting against our what we know is right and what we know is healthy. And instead of putting our body into check, we let our body put us in check. We let our mind and our instant gratification selves tell us what is right and what is wrong. And so in thinking about all those things, I was like, well, I'm depressed then because, well, when I get depressed, I'm depressed then why? Because like I wasn't good enough. Even at my thinnest, where I wasn't good enough, so I start thinking about all these things and reasons why, and you get into this rabbit hole literally of deceiving yourself into believing that you're not good enough, you'll never be good enough, and you might as well just give up and die and become like all the other 40-year-olds out there. The thing is, and I've noticed this lately, I look around for people around that are in their 40s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, and in my mind, it's funny because I don't see anyone like that. I see teenagers, and then I see maybe 20-year-olds, and then it goes from that to 60s, 50s, and 60s. I rarely see young or just regular adults like in their 30s and 40s, because I can't put them in that category because they're either way old for their age or way young for their age. And it's because they're either doing something about it or not doing something about it. And I just decided to do something about it. And if you want to do something about it, join with me in working out every day. All I do is I get on YouTube and I search for cool workout videos, and then I do them, and I make sure they're 30 minutes. And I make myself get up and do that every single day. So anyway, I just wanted to post this video today to give something, motivation, inspiration, something. You're worth it. And God sees something in you that you don't even see in yourself. And so don't box yourself in. Don't judge yourself. Don't think you can't do something that other people are doing. It's a lie. And you have to combat that lie with your spirit and use your spirit to decide what you want to do with your body. You have to envision, someone told me this the other day, you have to envision yourself a year from now. The problem with today's people is that they don't visualize themselves a year or 2 years from now going in the direction or the path that they're on. And so they don't change because they don't see the consequences of that choice or decision. And so if we sit and we hold each thought captive, like I've said in other videos, we can get to that place where we're happy and we can control whether or not we're depressed. We already can. We just have to grasp the power and the wisdom and the knowledge. And a lot of that is, what are you putting inside your head and your heart and your eyes? What's going in? Because what's going in is coming out. And if you're not motivated, maybe you should watch some motivation videos. That's what I've been doing, and it helps. So, and if you have something that helps, leave it in the comments, because I could really use it on other days when I don't feel this excited. Excuse my voice in this video. I guess I'm getting sick. I'm about to go to the store and get some electrolytes. I think my electrolytes are a little bit low, but I wish everyone well, and I love all of you. If you're listening, if you're not, I hope you find my channel, and I hope we can be friends. Subscribe, and let's be friends, and let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, because it's all life, all of it's part of life.